This I keep thinking is a fruit slice. It's got all the different colors. It's got the quartz look. You got the agate banding around the bottom. 5 pounds even. Two scoops of 30 grit, 4 scoops of 35/70. I don't see much of a reason to clean them off thoroughly. I imagine, like Montana agates I just cleaned. This is going to be a multiple week tumble, and yeah, it's got a little bit of bend or a hole there, some chalcedony type formation on the top. It's kind of cool. Let's get some water. Let's see. It's getting there. Almost flat. Imagine these ones are going to take a couple of weeks too, just like many of the harder stones. I mean, they are agates, so some pitting in it yet. Holes. That one's going to be getting pretty close. Got a couple of big holes in it though. That one's going to be in there forever. And not much going on that stone, is there? But keep tumbling it anyway. That's kind of neat. Now that's hollowing out. Smooth on the outside. That one's just about ready to move on. I'll give it another week, but looking pretty good. That one's looking pretty sharp. Got a little hole there. Looking pretty good. Not the typical agate you'd be used to seeing or accustomed to seeing, especially with like a Lake Superior agate, but I know strong agate lines. Oh, whoa, that one's ready to go. That one is actually ready to move on to stage 2. Wow. Maybe this one too. A little bit of a hole there. Oh no, that's just the lighting. No, it is a hole. Well, I'll set that one aside, but anyway. I'll put them back in and I'll see you in another week. Oh, I forgot to record these after stage 2. It's getting cold in the shed here, and I was working super crazy fast to try to get out of the cold and forgot to record. So I guess you get a after stage 3 look is all you get. They're looking pretty good. I'll have to throw them in for the burner cycle, so they might have a little stuff in the cracks yet. It's just the rock itself. But yeah, they're pretty cool. They got some banding showing up, some of them, and some of them are just plain brown. They're pretty cool. Not like an OMG agate, that's for sure. At least I haven't found one yet that's really just kind of popped out at me. Oh, there you go. Sorry for the flashing light. I got fluorescents in the shed yet. I haven't switched over to LEDs, and they're warming up yet. Pretty chilly outside. 35 degrees this morning, 32, snowing. So, not awful, but there you go. But they're coming along. So, I'm gonna throw them in my rotary tumbler actually for a week to finish them. I found that seems to work the best with these hard stones like these Bahia Agates, and we'll go from there. That one's kind of cool. I always like that one right from the get-go. And it's not collecting grit on the interior, which is really cool. Alright, well, I'll see you actually in 7 days with this batch. Alright, here we are at the end of the cycle. Burner cycle out of stage 4. So you get the same first look I do. My jug is running out of water here, but got a fresh one waiting. There. Well, it's got some stunners in here. Got some that are dudders, but yeah, they're looking pretty good. The only question is, what will they look like dry? Got some browns, and reddish. I like the earth tones on these things. They're really cool. But I'll probably end up saying that again in a couple hours, and you'll hear it in a few minutes in the video. So, all right. Well, let's get them dried off and get some good close-ups. Okay, so here we are at the end of the Bahia Agates. I am rather pleased with these. I didn't really know what to expect when I started threw them in there. They were just kind of brown rocks, and there's still certainly earth tones out of these things, but each rock is just a phenomenal, unique look. And it is very fun. Some are, you know, kind of, this is almost like something I would pick up out of Lake Michigan, is what this kind of reminds me of. But then you got some that have the banding, you know, the agatized banding like this, which is really fun. But then it seems to have just some host rock in there, but it all took a great polish. Very happy with the polish on it. And of course, if you watched my Tiger Eye video, then you're aware that I finish these off in my rotary tumbler and get this great finish. So, yeah, I mean, they're just spectacular. They're earth tone and brownish. They got some orange hues. Yeah, look at that. That is just phenomenal. A lot of fun. Oh, a little bit of agate line in there. It's pretty cool. But yeah, they were tough to work with in the stage 1. It took a couple months actually in stage 1, and as you can tell, I still had some holes in there that I didn't quite get out. I just finally gave up on it and said they're not coming out. And sometimes those holes add character to the stones. It's a nice little nodule of brown stone. Can't see through it, so it's not quartzy or anything. Oh. For a second there, I thought that one had the Schiller's effect going on, but... And some of them I just threw back in. Even though I'd gotten, like, the holes out of them, I thought maybe if I threw them back in, like, more of something like this would pop out. And it kind of did. Which is very cool. And, let's see. We can go through this whole pile one by one. I mean, they are all just amazing. They're not something I would rush to order again. I don't really, have too much use for them at the moment, and I can't say that I would cut any of them up for cabochons or something like that. A lot of eyes in that one. That's really cool. But yeah, they're definitely a fun stone. If you're a collector, you like to tumble and keep stones, you can't argue with these things. I mean, they are just so much fun. You got that little quartz ball look thing in there, and it's just really cool on the stone. And then there's another one with the same thing. So if you tumble to keep, yeah, definitely go for these Bahias. I mean, these are fun. A little grumpy in stage 1, like I said. They're a little stubborn. I mean, they are agates. But after that, they're pretty simple. Standard stone. Stage... 2 day... excuse me. 2 days in stage 2 with my vibratory tumbler. Another 2 days in stage 3, and then I threw them in actually for almost 2 weeks. Christmas hit, and I went out of town, and I ended up just... I thought about turning them off, my tumblers, but I just decided they're all stage 4 pretty much, so I just let them run, because once they're stage 4, you can't really damage them too much. So these were in the tumblers for almost 2 weeks before I pulled them out. It would have been 1 week if I had been home, but I wasn't, so 2 weeks it was. And they don't really seem to have suffered too much from it. That's really cool. You got that nice red and white, and then you got some yellows and browns. Got some more reds and whites, and then you have that quartz look, quartz window. That's a lot of fun. Yeah. I'm sure if I still had my chalet, people would be grabbing these like right away. These are really pretty stones. And again, I don't know the energies of stones, so I couldn't tell you what they are supposed to represent in that way. But still, very pretty. Love the earth tones. It's relaxing to look at them. You're not blown away, but at the same, so you're not like, doesn't raise your energy level or excitement level or whatever you want to call it. But I love these things. Man, nice little window in there. What a pretty little agate. They remind me, of course, a lot of Lake Superior agates. Not that I've gotten my hands on a lot of those. I mean, I live on the east side of Lake Michigan, so we don't get too many Lake Superior Lakers over here. But yeah, just the earth tones and the reds and the oranges, browns that you would find on Lake Superior agate, as opposed to Mozambique or a Botswana agate. That was really cool. And then a similar guy, little stripy guy. And your brown dudders. You got stunners and you got dudders. Oh, I've been watching this one the whole way through. This was a really cool stone. It always had that cavity in there. And I kept it in every time I tumbled. And even that cavity's still got a decent shine in there. Not as glossy as the rest of it, but that one turned out really cool. I really like this one. To the point that it might be a keeper for me. I don't do that very often, but I'm going to save that guy for last. Ooh, there's a couple of them for last. Let's see. More of the stripe type job. Oh, there you go. A little bit of cracking there that wasn't polished out, but man, can't argue with that side. That almost, wow. That is a unique type of agate right there. Very cool, very fun. Oh, there's a couple of dudders here. I'll show those. Oh, I take it back. Just about the time you think it's, because I was looking at that side and it's like, even that side is pretty cool. And you got the stripe on the other. Yep. And, yep. And, yep. Oh, that one didn't even really take a good shine. Must have been a softer material or something. Let's see. Oh, love the colors. Oh, there you go. Yeah, this one had a little window in, or a little hole in it. Had a little bit of sparkle in there that I was hoping would preserve, and kind of did, but not really. Not as much as I had hoped it would. Oops, sorry, wandered off frame. I was looking at it myself with my naked eye. Let's see. Yep. Yeah, see, that kind of hole. Like, what do you do? I mean, you can't keep tumbling, because by the time that hole is out of there, the stone's going to be disappeared, but at the same time. And then you lose features like this. You know, if I got rid of that whole feature would be gone, that banding. So I'm just kind of move it on and just make sure I brush out the holes clean well in between polishes or in between stages. Same thing there. And I got these beautiful lines. Oops, got these beautiful lines. And if you just keep tumbling until those holes are gone, you risk losing all those lines. Or you'll take this top layer off and you lose a couple lines, and yeah. And it's just easier just sometimes to just move it on. In the light. There we go. Maybe that's a little better. And a little chip that came through. Always cool. This one's kind of neat. Got some eyes there, and a little bit of fortification in there. And fun. Especially for a little stone. Oh, and then you got your quartzy line. Got your agate lines around the quartz. And you got the backside of the quartz too running through it, which is really cool. And then of course you have the two fun ones. This I keep thinking is a fruit slice. It's got all the different colors. It's got the quartz look. You got the agate banding around the bottom. This is one I definitely pulled out. There was some holes down here that could have been finished tumbling, but I did not want that layer to grind away. I wanted to preserve that because this is just too cool of a piece. I mean, that was, if I remember right, pretty much straight that way out of the stage one, going into stage one. There wasn't like host rock around it hiding that. So I was really looking forward to this piece, and I'm really happy with the way it turned out. A few holes, like I said, but I was trying to preserve some of the stone as opposed to getting a perfect flat finish on it. And then this guy. I really love this one. Again, I got a rough spot there that I didn't tumble out in stage one, but again, I was afraid of losing these features, those bandings, and man, look at all that detail in the stone. Amazing. And then, yeah, you got your quartz pocket again. That is just too much fun. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed looking at them. I might hang on to these for a while for myself. And then maybe I'll post them on Shopify or something once I figure out, or on my website, once I figure out what I want to do with them, or once I'm done looking at them, or how I want to price them and everything else. But yeah, so if you're thinking of tumbling, Bahia Agates, they are definitely a thumbs up from my book. They are a lot of fun. Tough tumble, again, in stage one, so you're going to need some patience in stage one, but after that, man, they get some stunning results. So, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye!